Hello, welcome back to school.
Not only am I going to need a ruler, but I'm also going to need a whole bunch of pencils or something. Down here they want me to build stuff with sticks or something like that. So, let me run through these here, and then I'll just notate them in my notebook later and go to bed because I'm really tired. Okay, the foot. Okay, so here we are at the desk. I could have used that one over there, but it's nicely tucked away. So, we'll measure a foot, because that's what they want me to do. Measure a foot. Let me see here. This book is going to open or close. Okay, it says measure off a foot on your desk. Name something that is a foot long. Okay, well, let's measure off a foot here. Don't mind that, that's just a hand. I don't know why there's like, oh, that's my, that's the ruler. Move that up there. Okay, so here's the edge of the desk. Is that lined up? There. Should be about lined up there. So the foot is about there. Let me zoom out so you guys have perspective. There. Oh, it's almost a pinky. Okay, well, what? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the drawer. That's the long drawer. I don't know. But that's a perspective of a foot compared to what I've got here. Okay, so I've measured off a foot. That item is done. Then the next one says, name something that's a foot long. A ruler is a foot long. I think your arm is a foot long too. Let's see. Pretty close. From your elbow to your wrist, that's about a foot long. Oh, well, now I know that. I can use my arm for a ruler. Alright, next one. I need to zoom in on this so I can see what I'm reading. Sorry, guys. That Latin book fell. Okay, then it says, draw the board. Wait. Draw on the board a horizontal line a foot long. Alright. I don't know what's on the chalkboard. I need to keep those measurements. That could probably go. And I should probably keep that up there for now. At least until I figure out what's going on with it. I'll grab that. I'll have to probably erase those because those are ones we did in class. Alright, I need to find something to erase these lines with. Oh, there was something up there. I don't know where it walked off to. I don't know where my erasers are. I think they're over here. These things hold chalk dust really well. Well, not really. So you get chalk dust everywhere. Okay. Then I need to get a piece of chalk. I'm feeling for it. Small piece of chalk. They want me to draw a line on here? Do they want it? How do they want it? Oops, there goes my chalk. They want this line horizontal, a foot long. Oh, crud, now I gotta figure out what horizontal is. Glad to know that they teach you what horizontal is before you actually, like, go through a horizontal line. Okay. So there's my stick. I think I'll just draw it up here. It might be easier. I hope that works too. Just erase that. Okay. Now what do they want you to do? I think most of this is just going to be done here at the desk. I don't know if anything is going in the notebook. Okay, next I want you to draw a line vertical, a foot long on the board. Okay. I guess they want you to know if you know what vertical and horizontal are. Did I? That's supposed to be gone. Okay. I'll put it here. It's a foot vertical and a foot horizontal. Alright, what next? I'm gonna fall asleep right now. I have not got any sleep in like the past couple days. I didn't get any sleep once. Wednesday night. Thursday I was off and on sleeping throughout the day because I had a bad headache. My eyeball was hurting. Then I couldn't sleep Thursday night into Friday. Okay, next one. Draw one that's slanting. I hope they don't care what way it's slanting. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And grab our little stick of chalk. I'm going to have to hold this down, so I'm going to have to put you guys down. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stand you guys up somewhere. You may not be able to see this, but can't say I didn't try. That's gonna fall. Alright, it's just enough to draw this up. Can't quite get to the bottom. Hold on. I gotta redo this one. I don't know where my eraser is. Shut up. Here it is. I'll just put this in the center of the board. All right. And then we have a diagonal foot. There we go. That's done. Now what do they want you to do? I drew those. It says, what is the width of a foot of it? What is the width of the door? Oh my gosh. All right. Let's go measure the cotton picking door. I don't know what door we're gonna do. I think we'll just use the bathroom door because that one's always open. I could use this, but it's not a real door. Well, it's more than a foot. Okay. Let me set you guys down again. I don't know what you're looking at. Okay, so there's the ruler. Alright, I'm going to start from this side where you can't see. Then I'll just measure out that way. So there's 1 foot. There's 2 foot. And here's 3 foot. My door is 3 foot long in the bathroom, or to get into the bathroom. It's 3 foot. I learned something new. Alright, where's my book? I'm comfy lying here on the floor. Oh. Let's stand up and see what else I want you to measure. My head's gonna fall off. Okay. So the doorway is 3 foot long. The next thing they want you to do is, I wonder if I could put their chalkboard away. What? Yes, we did that. How many feet long is the edge of a table? Oh, I didn't do that one. How many feet long is the edge of a table? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's do this. My head's gonna pop open. We're gonna do this side because it's more accessible. Don't have to worry about chairs. We only have to deal with piles of music. Okay, so there's one, which kind of eyeball that about there. That's 2-ish. This is kind of a poor way of doing it. I don't like to do it this way. I would say it's about 3 feet. It's a little bit longer than 3 feet. I'd say it's about 3 feet long. And that's just kind of like eyeballing it and trying to get that lined up. I'm going to say that's about 3 feet long. I think the fact that it's measured, you can tell that I made an attempt of measuring the table, given how late it is and how tired I am. Okay, next item. I gotta flip you around. I'd like to sit down, but I don't think I can because of all the stuff we got going on here. Measure this, measure that. Okay, what is the width of the door? We did that one. What is the width of a window? Oh my gosh. I don't have an accessible window. Like, do they want me to measure the whole thing or just this one here? I don't know. I just look on the building plans to get this one. I don't know where the ruler is. Where's the ruler? Okay, there's the ruler. I don't know what I'm measuring here. You know what? It's gonna go into the other room because I can't measure this window with a cleaver here. So we are going into the other room. And if you thought my reading was slow, I was gonna enjoy my arithmetic. Alright. Into the cat toys on the floor. That one has the blinds down. This one I got a cat tree in front of. Alright, I'm gonna have to put you guys up. Hold on. Oops. Flipped you the wrong way, sorry. Okay. Move this back. We're just gonna measure here. Again, we're gonna kind of roughly eyeball it. I'm starting all the way at the window, like where the building is. So that's 1. This is gonna be 2. Hold on, I need to reach around. Okay. So there's 2. I'd say it's about 3. Yeah, again, it's just over 3. Sorry, this isn't the most exciting thing for you guys, but it must be done. Okay, so the window is a smidge over 3 feet long. I want want you to do squares. How many inches? We haven't got that far yet. Alright, I'm gonna take this board and put it somewhere. I think I need to be watered again. I feel dry on the inside. I need my water. Okay, the next one says we did the door, we did the window. Your ruler is marked off into short distances. Oh, that's a full stop. Your ruler is marked off into short distances. How long is each distance? What? I don't know. What mark do they want? There's like 50 million of them here. There's a big long one by the 1. And then there's a bunch of little ones. And then there's smaller ones. And then there's really, really, really small ones. So I don't know what they want on that one. Or do they want this one? They don't want this one, do they? Those ones are really hard to count. Yeah. How long is each distance? Marked off into short distances. Do they mean like the inches? Like the 1, 2, 3, 4? I really hope they mean the inches, because that's the only thing that's numbered on this thing. 10, 11, 12. So it shows that there's 12 distances on here. I don't think that's legit, but it's gonna work. Okay, how long is each distance? We got 12 distances. How many inches long are in a foot? Measure. Oh, these are inches. Okay. So these are... Why don't they just use inches? Man. Distances. Okay. There's 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay, so they have a square that is half a foot on each side is how many inches square? Oh crap. Half of 12 is 6, so it's going to be 6 inches square. How many inches? Oh, we already did that one. Square that is half a foot on. We already did that one too. Okay, a square that is 1/4 of a foot on each side contains how many inches square? Square inches. 1/4 of 12, I think, is 3. So that would be like 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think it's 3 inches squared. Okay, and then a square that is 1/4. Wait, I already did that one. How far is it around a triangle that is 1/3 of a foot on each side? Oh my gosh. Would that be a foot long? Because 1/3 of a foot is 4 inches.
So it'd have to be 4. Oh, it'd have to be 4. Like, it's 12 inches around in whole. Okay, I'm gonna verbally answer these so I can see these little numbers, because these little numbers are not fun to see when you don't have a close-up thing to looking at them. Okay, so this one says copy incomplete. This one says 12 inches is 1 foot. 12 things is 1 dozen. 12 months are a year. 1/2 of 1 dozen are 6 items. 1/4 of a dozen are, I think it's 3 items. And then 1/3 of 1 dozen is 4 items. I really hope I'm doing that right, because I'm going to be mad if I'm not doing this right. Okay, 1/2 of 1 year is 6 months. 1/3 of 1 year is 4 months. 1/4 of 1 year is 3 months. 1/2 of 1 foot is 6 inches. 1/4 of 1 foot is, oh, my head's gonna pop off. 1/4 of a foot is 3 inches. And then 1/3 of a foot is 4 inches. Okay, so that concludes that. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna write this up tomorrow, and then I'm gonna do this one before I leave. And then I think all of my arithmetic is gonna be caught up. But before I go to bed, I should do an arithmetic update, because I did a whole bunch of homework, and teacher doesn't believe that I did it. So I need to show him that I did. it. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of, I don't know what that book is. No, I think I have those ones recorded. There's a bunch of Braille stuff that I did out of this book. Let me see if I could find it. I think it's up in my Braille finished thing. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah. It's in a very awkward spot. I don't like how this is set up. The desk is too close to the clavier. Okay, so I don't know what I had to do, but this is what I did, and this is what I have for my Braille. Arithmetic for the TFSN book, because that book I do in Braille. So this is lesson 31. I don't know if we read this one in class or not. I really don't know. But I'll make that so you guys can see all the beautiful dots. Those are all problems with the answers. Okay, and then this one down here is the next one. This is lesson 32. I'm going to make that so that it can be read, kind of. So that says gills. It says 4 gills. So this is just one column because I couldn't get it all to fit. And then there's more on the next page, because it couldn't all fit on one page. There's like 4 up here. Oh, maybe there's more than 4. Oops. I could have probably like done that in a thing, but 2 columns, but oh well. But that's my arithmetic for the TFSN pages that are done. All the other pages, I'm pretty sure I marked, like, I think I got those marked up that I did them. As I remember, I did a whole bunch of pages with, well, not with Magister, but he kind of, like, kept me making sure that I was able to get a bunch of arithmetic done. It took, like, a half a day. Yeah, this is all the stuff I already did. So this is all marked up in my notebook. So this is already completed. Yeah, because that's with the multiplication. I'm pretty sure I marked all this up in the book. And it's all marked up. I just don't remember. Well, let me grab my thing and I'll show you guys what I have just to make sure that he knows. Okay, so yeah, these I do remember marking up and showing you guys what I did. So this is already, that's a creepy picture. So this is all the stuff that I've already done. And then this is stuff that I just did. I'm going to mark it out tomorrow. And then whatever the next page is, which deals with like pens or something, sticks or something, and making weird pictures. I'm going to do that when I get some sleep. Because right now, I cannot keep my eyes open any longer. They're gonna like fall asleep. So that's pretty much arithmetic lesson. We had fun with the foot. We had fun measuring things around the schoolhouse. I can now say with a confident answer that my door that leads into the privy and the door that leads into the swimming pool or the natatorium, which I went to the natatorium today and it was really nice. I got new bubbles. That doorway is exactly 3 feet long. They must have used a tape measure or something to measure that up. But that's where things are right now. I will bid thee farewell. I will bid ye farewell. And gute Nacht, buenos noches, and volete. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, ring the notification bell for all notifications.